5 facts about time that could blow your mind. Time is the indefinite continued progress of existence and events that occur in apparently irreversible succession from the past through the present to the future. Time is a component quantity of various measurements used to sequence events, to compare the duration of events or the intervals between them, and to quantify rates of change of quantities in material reality or in the conscious experience. Time is often referred to as a fourth dimension. Along with 3 spatial dimensions, time has long been an important subject of study in religion, philosophy, and science, but defining it in a manner applicable to all fields without circularity has consistently eluded scholars. So without further delay, let's move ahead to our number 5 fact. 5. Elevator design has a lot to do with how we process time. Time in physics is unambiguously operationally defined as what a clock reads. See units of time. Time is one of the 7 fundamental physical quantities in both the International System of Units and International System of Quantities. Idle time seems to pass more slowly than occupied time, which is why so many elevators are mirrored, inside and out. As buildings grew taller and elevator waits longer, builders began installing mirrors to give people something to look at while they waited. Brain imaging studies have shown that our perception of time stretches backwards when our eyes shift from one point to another. Our brains fill in the gap, creating the illusion of an elongated second. 4. Cultural background affects our perception of time. The Greek language denotes 2 distinct principles, chronos and kairos. The former refers to numeric, or chronological, time. The latter, literally the right or opportune moment, relates specifically to metaphysical or divine time. In theology, kairos is qualitative, as opposed to quantitative. Time perception differs dramatically across the globe. For example, Americans tend to think about time in 5-minute increments, while Middle Easterners do so in 15-minute increments. This means that an American's 5-minute siesta and a Middle Easterner's 15-minute siesta are actually experienced as the same length of time. 3. Dinosaurs had to fit a full day's work into just 23 hours in 140 million years. A day on Earth is expected to last 25 hours. Wow, now talk about having an advantage. Well, but it's true, and this might happen again in the near future. Earth resembles a rotating figure skater. To slow rotations down, a figure skater stretches his or her arms out. That is why in the far future there will be 25 hours in a day. A British astronomer managed to prove that Earth rotation has been slowing down since 700 BC according to the International Earth Rotation and Reference System Service. July 13, 2003 was the shortest day within the last 100 years. This day was shorter than an average 24-hour day by 1.5 thousandths of a second. 2. Time on Earth is actually slowing down due to tidal friction from the Sun and Moon. The solar day is lengthening by 1.7 milliseconds each century as the Earth's rotation slows down. A team of scientists have devised an outlandish theory, claiming the universe is not actually expanding, but rather that time itself is slowing down. It was thought that supernovae at huge distances from Earth were moving away faster from us than the things that were relatively nearby to us, giving the impression that the universe is expanding. However, a more radical theory suggests that they are not actually moving away, but that time is actually slowing down, meaning that the light is taking longer to reach us rather that time itself is slowing down. 1. Time has not always existed. The theory of relativity suggests that before the Big Bang 13.7 billion years ago, space and time did not exist and matter was packed together in a tiny ball. Since time is measured by motion in space, there was no time without moving cosmos. All the evidence seems to indicate that the universe has not existed forever, but that it had a beginning, about 15 billion years ago. This is probably the most remarkable discovery of modern cosmology. Yet it is now taken for granted the timescale of the universe is very long compared to that for human life. It was therefore not surprising that until recently, the universe was thought to be essentially static and unchanging in time. please do subscribe, like and share this video with your friends and family. Also turn on the notifications to stay tuned to our daily new contents.